What is going on, guys? We got another episode of Across the Board, sponsored by Moneyball Metrics. I pick 'em Nick. I got my guy JD. What is going on?
What's going on, man? Glad to be back. I feel like we haven't done a show in a little bit here, uh,
Exactly.
and now's it's the time of the year where it seems like everything slows down some, um,
Yeah.
which is actually nice. But today starts the NBA playing games though, so we definitely have a lot to go over. But how are you?
Oh, the weather is warming up, and I think my bets are warming up here. So
There you go.
we're ready to have a great week with this heat wave. Hopefully, I get on fire too, and we go crazy. Try to get the comeback going, and with NBA playing back, I think we have a good shot. I think baseball is starting to kind of level out a little bit. The reads are, you know, starting to make sense, and there's a little more consistency. So I believe this is the right time for everyone to start getting hot.
For sure. Yeah, man.
Uh,
Um, I say we
Yeah,
should get right on into it, but I do have to say is we have a new thing today that we're going to try out, and it's going to be a chat poll. And actually, we actually have a few plays there, and actually we actually will be dropping that soon. And actually, you can vote, and actually we're going to see what the chat thinks is the best play of the day. Yeah, start off with, man. Let's go ahead and head on into some NBA.
let's go. We got the Heat going to Charlotte here. The Hornets are given -6. Currently, it's been changing on a few different books. I've been monitoring the lines a little bit. Uh, the Hornets are, you could get them at plus a -6.5 in some books. Other books are -5.5. It's been kind of back and forth today, as I guessed. Um, Going into this game, very interesting game. It's like the Heat play at the fastest pace in the NBA. Are they going to make it a track meet here, or are they going to, the Heat are known for winning the play-ins. They have that veteran presence. This is kind of what they do. This is the first time the Hornets are coming in here facing an elimination game, do or die with their young team here. You got anything on this so far? What you looking at?
And you just said about everything that I was going to say. Just that, yeah, this is a very interesting game. Just because, like you said, the Heat, you have them, and they like want to play fast,
Mhm.
very fast, and then you have Charlotte, which they do not. I mean, they like want to play slow. One of the slowest paces in the league. Um, so it's going to be interesting to see what wins out. The total being at 230 and a half. Um, to me, the books think the Heat are actually going to win that. Um, that's what that's telling me. So that kind of scares me because the Hornets was that was what I was wanting to back here. But also, like you said, they do have a very young team. It's a lot of to me. There's still a lot of just unknown here, which actually makes that hard to really feel
Yeah.
great about any certain play here. So as of right now, no. Um, but as the day goes actually on, we'll actually see how the lines move and yeah,
Yeah.
go from there.
So coming into this game, I kind of deep dived into a little bit of what's been going on here. The Hornets really haven't been playing their best basketball as of lately, and they've kind of gotten some lucky matchups, as I would say, or like lucky draw. They haven't really faced a team that's been fully healthy or fully at 100%. Finishing ending the season, they had that loss to the Pistons, and they really just haven't been playing their best basketball. And as I dove into the Hornets and the Heat here, the Heat actually, when they set up their defense, they're gonna force teams into terrible twos, and that's kind of what not the Hornets want to do. They want to actually get up to threes. Um, and as far as what my model says, the Hornets are kind of due for a little slump here, as far as shooting regression goes. And honestly, I think this is a Heat game. I'm leaning Heat money line here. I know it might be surprising for some guys and kind of unfortunate here, but I truly think the Hornets have not been playing their best basketball. They had that crazy stretch, which was awesome and fun. But coming into this game, the Heat are very experienced here. They probably already been game planning for this matchup. Um, and I think that with the experience and with their actual roster, I think that this isn't really the Hornets matchup here. I think this is a Heat game. If you want to play safe here, I know some books are offering plus 6.5. I think they cover that easily, but I'm probably gonna look to take them out right here and actually win this matchup here because this is kind of what they do. Uh, they play the play-ins. They have a very experienced championship coach. They have experienced players with Bam, Hero, who know how to win games. Um, they also got Wiggins. Uh, Davion Mitchell, two defensive players. And I just think it's going to be, if the Hornets aren't coming out firing and hitting their threes, I think it's going to be a long game for them. And they might get unfortunate. They might start chucking up some more bad shots. And I think the Heat I think I'm here on the Heat on this one.
Yeah. Like I was saying, I mean, yeah, it actually goes along with what you're saying. I feel like on the Hornet side, there's a lot of unknown about how this is really going to go. And with the Heat, you definitely know more of what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I can definitely see that.
hmm Now we're moving on to tonight's Western Conference matchup here. We got the Trailblazers going to the Suns. The Suns are given 3.5 here. I'll start off on this one. I think that the Trailblazers had a very overachieving season as far as what they've done. I've been impressed. Pretty little shocked that they made it, but also I guess with a lot of teams tanking, this is kind of what happens. Uh, some other teams slip in, want to win a couple games, but I think the Suns here with their veteran presence. I know Trailblazers got Drew Holiday, but as far as the team, they've been kind of young and inexperienced. But I think this with Devin Booker, Grayson Allen, Dylan Brooks here, I think they have the guys to kind of match up with the guards that the Blazers are going to bring. And Mark Williams and the bigs on the Suns, they've been winning the rebounding battle and they've been doing pretty well here. So I think the Suns at home. I'm leaning the Suns here on the money line. You the spread also I think is a good bet, but you're giving me minus like 140, 148 on some books on the Suns money line here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take them to win outright.
Yeah, man. And as far as the Sun side, if you like the Sun side, I would actually probably wait because the actual like Blazers money is just keep coming in, and
Yeah,
this line just keeps coming down. Um, this Blazers team, I'm not. Everybody knows I'm not big into where if it's a public dog and all that kind of stuff. Like, but that's just not how I cap. But if you are, the Blazers are a very public dog here,
yeah.
very public dog. So if you're into that, just
I've been
just let
very shocked at how the line's been moving a little bit, which actually favors into what I'm looking at.
right. Well, I think it's just because down the stretch, the Trailblazers just looked like the better team. But
Yeah,
like you said, I'm surprised they're here. They overcame a lot
they did.
as far as this season, like the start of the season with all that shit that happened, having to get past and through all that. Like
Yeah,
they really overcame like a lot. Um, so I do have to give them credit for actually just being here.
yeah.
Um,
I
and
think
if
they
you
very overachieved.
right. And actually, like if you like got in on actually them early, like I don't mind that bet. But with this number just keep coming down, I would have to be on the Suns here, man.
Yeah,
Like I said, this is a game that I have not bet yet. Um, what is it on FanDuel? I think you can get a minus 148.
yeah.
Um, man, if this comes down,
I mean, yeah, it might be a big. I might have a big play on it
I was
as I'm watching the line. Honestly,
yeah. If
minus
it comes,
148 on the
if I
FanDuel
can get
currently.
a minus 140, I'm like definitely going to be in. Um, but even at the current price, I'm still probably going to have some extra type of play on it.
Yeah,
But yeah, this is one where I'm just going to kind of sit back and actually see if and actually see if it can go down just a little bit more for us.
yeah. That's kind of where I'm leaning at. I mean, I could go into like kind of what my metrics are looking at, but the Suns they're winning a lot of the deeper metrics as far as basketball goes in this matchup here. I have this line almost at -6, honestly,
Wow.
as far as that. So I just think that this is not going to be the game that everyone thinks it is, personally. So that's why I think the Suns money line, especially at the value that you're getting at, because you usually if you see a -6, it's money lines at -200, -220, depending
Yeah.
on certain stuff. So that money line is immense value is what I'm looking at there. Moving on today, we have some MLB. What a MLB slate that was yesterday, I have to say. A
Yeah.
lot of craziness, a lot of unexpectedness. It was crazy. But we're going to start off with the Nationals at the Pirates. This is a very interesting matchup. I'm going to lead it off with JD because I think he's got something for you guys here.
Yeah, man. This is definitely an interesting game. For the Nats here, we have our guy Miles on the mound. Um, so far, I mean, he just shouldn't really be on the mound. They It's one of those situations where some of these teams they just they just need an arm, and especially because of like they're not trying to go out and really pay. And so sometimes they just have guys like this,
I
and
call those guys the innings eaters. They'll just
yeah.
eat up a couple innings for them, and that's it.
So this season he has not looked good so far. I believe he has an ERA of 12.41, which that doesn't mean everything, as we all know. But he does have a WHIP of 2.35, which I mean that's extremely bad, guys. Like extremely bad. I will say last outing, he only, as far as innings, he actually only pitched three. Um, and I haven't really seen it talked about much, but I would not be sort of like prized if they keep doing that, because through like three like innings, I feel like, I mean, yes, he's going to give up something, but after that third inning, when actually like the batters tend to see him that like second time, or either like
Second, third, yeah.
either like a third time, that's when he's getting smashed. Um, so I would expect to kind of see more of that, of him not going deep whatsoever. But the thing is, the Nats bullpen is one of the worst in the league. So just because he's out, they're still going to give up runs. I mean, they're like bullpen. I have them in like the bottom three. So yeah, they're like going to give up runs. So with all that said, you think, okay, well, as far as really like as far as the actual like other side, that actually has to be the play. I mean, because as far as Keller for them, let me just pull his back up. So far, his season has actually looked pretty good. Um, Let me just pull
I
this.
think he even had a pretty good season last year. He's kind of been a solid pitcher for them.
He has so far this year, he is actually 1-0 through actually three games. He has an actual ERA of 1 and has a WHIP of 0.94. So those numbers are are all great. They actually truly are. Um, but there is a but here. The Nats, man, this actual lineup is raking, dude.
Yeah,
It is kind of crazy to like see. And as far as Keller, how you get to Keller is that is with um, that is with stacking that's with stacking the actual box actually with actually handers, and that's what the Nats can do. And then besides that, if you actually look at the Nats numbers against him, they've actually hit him very well. Um, so I'm actually looking at an over here, man. Um, you know, as far as the Pirates, as far as actually bullpen goes, um, it's not the worst, but it's definitely not the best. I believe their bullpen ERA is actually still over 4.
I
So like I
think
said, it's not the
the
best. So anyway,
I think they've been overperforming as far as the bullpen. Like they've kind of been playing with a little fire because I've watched a couple of their games, and they might be due for like one of those letdowns.
gotcha. So it this is one of those where it's actually like as far as the weather tonight is actually supposed to be nice there too. So actually like that is only going to help a little bit. If you're into trends, as far as the totals go, the Nats this year are 12-4 to the over. There's just a dead nuts over team because, like I said, they're going to give up runs. They just are. But also, this actually lineup, like I said, has been scoring runs. So this is just a perfect over team. If you look at their last 10 games, I believe they're 8-2 to the actual over. And then as far as the actual Pirates go, um, they have actually been an over team also.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, for me, this was there's a lot of ways I think you could play this game. If you want to take the Pirates in the first five and actually play their first five, actually team like total over,
Hmm.
I don't really mind that. But I really think I want the Nats bats, and I think I want the full game because I think I want the bullpens too. So for actually my play on this game, I'm actually just going to play the full game over here.
Yeah, coming into this, I was actually gonna be leaning Pirates on the run line a little bit, but I think you kind of convinced me to change uh my bet here and kind of lean the over with the Nats bats here because I do think Mitch Keller, he's not this guy that, this 1 ERA, 2 ERA kind of guy.
Yeah.
He's kind of due for a little, low regression. And probably today's the day. Miles Mikolas is probably gonna give up a couple runs and probably Mitch Keller will be. And I think the 9.5 is a little low, as far as what we're seeing. And I'll lean the over here as well because I do think with the weather and the way the pitchers are probably gonna come into this one and the way the bats have been swinging, I think 9.5 is a little too low. I could see this game being like a 6-5 game, 6-4 or something like that, something
Yeah.
in the tens.
Yeah.
So
Definitely
that's kind of
agree
where I'm
there.
leaving there. Moving on, we're going to go to the West Coast here. We have the Mariners at the Padres. This is going to be a fun matchup here. I'll start it off. We got two very good pitchers on the mound. The Mariners have their ace Brian Wu, um, and then the Padres have Michael King on the mound. Brian Wu has been pitching very phenomenal here. I believe he still hasn't gotten a win on the board yet. Um, so he's looking to get his win, and
Right.
Michael King has been pitching very well as well here. And I'm gonna lean the Mariners here, because the Padres' offense is very too inconsistent for me. And Brian Wu, he's very consistent. He's gonna pound the strike zone. He's not gonna have those blow up like those walks. He's not going to walk people. You're gonna have to earn everything from Brian Wu here, and I don't think the Padres offense has enough of that to kind of get to Brian Wu. And the Mariners bullpen is very good here, so I think the Mariners money line is kind of where I'm leaning because the bats have been heating up for Seattle as of recently, and even Naylor had his home runs. Cal finally, has a couple home runs. Julio Rodriguez looks like he's starting to, heat up a little bit here. So that Mariners offense is kind of starting to get their stride here against a pitcher, Michael King, who, I know him very well as from the Yankees. He's a good pitcher. I just don't think that he's like kind of that guy to go against Brian Wu. He's gonna give up a couple runs here, and that's all the Mariners need. Is to score, I think, 4-3-4, and they'll breeze to a win here with Brian Wu on the mound here. What you looking at, JD?
Well, but before I break down mine here, as far as our chat play of the day, I'm going to go ahead and post this. Um, okay, it's on the screen as well. Um, sorry, just trying to see if I can move this at all. I don't think I can. Okay, but we're just going to ride with it to a day. Um, yeah, man, I'm actually looking the same way here. As far as King goes, if you were with us actually like last season, You actually know that I backed him quite a bit.
Mhm.
Um, this Padres team now, I still don't trust them. Man, like they have names,
Yeah.
but I like don't know. For me, they're just not all together though. I mean, they are on a nice little streak here, but that was because they played the Rockies. Yeah. Um,
Their
that's
lineup screams inconsistency across the board.
right. Right. Exactly. Um, so I mean, as far as the Mariners, they kind of did the same thing. They actually just swept, and actually, like as far as as far as the Astros go, their pitching situation right now is in terrible shape. Um, they're in a bad spot. I'm actually sure we will be going over that in the actual coming days. And guys, yeah, for the chat, for actually for actually whatever play you want to vote for, you either type one, two, or three, and actually then it shows up there. So yeah, I actually see some people doing that, so I appreciate that.
There you go.
Um, but yeah, man, I um, see our guy here saying first five. You think, you know what? I don't hate that. Let me see what that price is. It does cost a little more. Um, I could get it like minus 130 for actually the first five. Like I said, I really don't hate that though. You can even go a minus a half at like plus 115. If you actually do not want to lay juice. Um, minus 120 for the full game, minus 130 first five. I definitely like both. As far as the bullpens go, I mean the Padres definitely technically do have the better pin. So I mean that's like why you're having to pay the extra juice for the first five. So as far as Brian Wu though, for me, I haven't really talked about it, but yeah, for me this is just a very cheap price on actually somebody who you're not going to see him priced much actually like this.
No.
Um, so actually on a team that is playing well currently, um, yeah, I just think that's cheap. But yeah, overall, man, I actually think I actually think I like this more. Um, I actually think I will go on the first five here. Do you have anything else for here?
No, I think the Mariners money line is definitely the play here. Michael King, I think, is going to give up a couple runs. The Padres do have the better bullpen. They have, you know, they just have those guys that are going to come down and shut you down. But I think the Mariners will get to Michael King early, kind of not have to see that bullpen. Um, and the Mariners have a good bullpen too. And I just don't think the Padres. I just this Padres team. I just don't even buy into them fully. They're just so inconsistent at times. Like they'll put up seven and then they'll put up one or two that look like they should even scored those one or two. Um, so I just have to lean the Mariners money line here, especially with the way their lineup has been swinging across the board. And you got Brian Wu on the mound, so we're gonna go that way.
Yeah, totally agree, guys. If actually there are, if actually there are any other games there that you would like to go over, definitely go ahead and drop them in the chat. We'll make sure to hit.
Padres and my Phillies. Yeah, I give the Phillies one shot. They scored four, didn't score another run, and blew the game. Life is
um,
better when I avoid them.
I'm kind of just actually going through games here too. As far as the Braves game, um, last night they're pitching. I don't know what that was. I mean, Holmes, yeah, he didn't have a great start. Actually, that's gonna happen. But then the bullpen was just horrible.
I I saw a stat on Holmes that he actually pitches terrible at home. He was like 0 and like 7 on like certain things at home. I'm gonna have to look into that like when he shows up at home again, just to kind of see. But I definitely saw that as far as that. Um, Yankees Angels is interesting tonight. I think this is I think Weathers has like another good game here. Um, he looked really good the last game against the A's, who's been pretty decent. And I think the Angels have like reverse splits as far as when they see lefties.
If you were if you were playing that, I think I would almost play it somehow in the first five. Um, I don't know, man. This like Yankees pin, I like don't trust.
Yeah, they've been finding ways to give up runs.
Um, so I don't know. That game to me was just like a stay away. But actually, like back to this Braves game though, um, it's a little juicy. You can still get like a minus 155, but the Braves, like I do think that actually they like should have a bounce back day. Because last night's game, like I said, that was just such like just actually like an outlier game.
Yeah,
Um, that I would come back with them here. I'd actually probably play like a minus one line to just kind of get that juice down. But there's another one that I'd kind of looked at. As far as the Brewers and the Blue Jays, that's an interesting game. I kind of like the Brewers there. It's hard to back a team that hasn't they just haven't won in actually quite a few games. No, they've lost at least five straight here. And as far as streaks, like actually like win like loss streaks, in most other sports, I do not care. But as far as baseball, it is the one sport I actually do care. If there's a team that is on an actual losing streak, I'm not going to bet on them to actually like try to break that. And then
yeah,
as far as the other way as well, if there's a team that is on a good winning streak, I'm not going to try to step in actually in front of that because like baseball is a streaky sport, really is. So it's actually the one sport where I will kind of ride those. Um, but yeah, this like I said, this is an interesting game. But yeah, the Brewers would actually
I
would
wish
actually
it wasn't Jacob versus Gossman, and I would have more confidence backing the Brewers there. I know Gossman's been very tough, and obviously everyone knows Jacob Mizrachi throws is probably going to be one of the best pitchers for a very long time.
yeah.
Um, it's just like it's hard to go against, I guess, both of those pitchers, especially the way the bats had been performing for both teams in that game. I kind of have it at like almost a pick 'em there, and I think I just have to stay away as far as that because I just wish it if Jacob wasn't versing Gossman, any other Blue Jays pitcher, I think I would have more confidence backing them. It's just Gossman has looked very tough this year.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Let's see anything else. Um, Going back to the NBA, do you want to go over kind of like what these games mean? Like kind of like if who wins, like what like happens,
Yeah.
and actually like all that.
Yes, I will go over that. I'm gonna pull it up right here for us. So essentially, if the Hornets and the Heat are an elimination game, win, you stay alive, lose, you go home. Very important for both teams. And these are like the high, the high risk game, high leverage games where some people choke and some people don't. The Heat are very comfortable in the spot. Hornets, we do not know as of yet. So that kind of what that means. They win here, they go play the loser of the 7-8 game. So you basically got to win two in a row here to you know make the playoffs and get the eight seed here. As far as those team goes, for the Trailblazers and Suns, this is not a winner go home game. The winner of this game takes the seventh seed. The loser goes faces the winner of the 10-9 game. As far as that goes. So if the whoever wins in this game will let me pull up the standings again because I don't. Whoever wins this game will face the Spurs. Um, and then whoever I guess wins the other one will face the Thunder. Um, I don't know if there's like some strategy here with this because both Spurs and Thunder, the probably the best teams in the league right now. So I think you just kind of want to win this game. At least you put yourself in a 7 game series with another team here. So Suns money
Definitely.
line.
I
you know,
like it, man. Well, looks like our chat play of the day. It actually looks like the chat is going to be going with the Pirates first 5 team total over.
I'm very curious. I'm gonna try something real quick. If I do this,
Sure.
oh, oh, it worked. I could vote. Haha.
Um. So yeah, it looks like we're. You know what? Let actually me try something. Let me see if
See if,
he'll. Let me see if he'll let us double vote because I'm in under us also.
yeah. Let's see.
Nope.
You can only vote once.
Yeah.
That's a good feature.
Yeah.
So someone can't
Yeah.
spam 33333 or whatever.
Right. So guys, yeah. As far as this chat, like I said, this is our this little poll section. This is actually new here. Like I said, this first day that we saw it. We're trying to figure out what exactly to use it for.
If
So
anyone has some cool suggestions that
yeah,
you guys would want to see it for, drop it in the comments, and we'll definitely consider it.
definitely, man. Um, I am going to take it off the screen right this second, man, because it's time for us to get into some best bets, and I'm going to bring back the basketball best bets, with it being the first day of the NBA
Let's
play-in.
go.
But I'll like go first. Let me just get you an updated line, guys. Um, give me the Nationals and Pirates. Give me that full game over 9.5 runs at -102. Um, there's one I definitely like. I just think we see runs from actually both sides here. So yeah, this is one that I really like.
For my best bet, I'm going to go the Heat plus 6.5 here as far as the spread. You can find that on DraftKings currently. I think some other books have it different priced. Last I saw was the Heat plus 6.5. As far as my best bet goes as DraftKings.
Like it, man. I like it. Yeah, guys. I think for us that is going to do it today. Nick, is there anything else you would like to say to the people?
Man, let's keep winning. Let's heat up at the right time, and let's fucking win.
Yes, sir. That is right. You got to say this. Zach saying maybe home run of the day or either prop of the day. Um, there's something that we definitely could do
That would
there.
be something fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's something where every day we change it up. Um,
Never know what it is. You gotta come in and see what's going on.
right. So yeah, we'll have to see there. But yeah, guys, like I said, that's going to be it for us though. Yeah, hope everybody has a great Tuesday. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Between now and then, let's fucking win. Later, guys.